fourth canto, chapter 16, text 17. The king will respect all women as if they were his own mother, and he will treat his own wife as the other half of his body. He will be just like an affectionate father to his citizens, and he will treat himself as the most obedient servant of the devotees, who always preach the glories of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. A learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother, looks on others' property as garbage in the street, and treats others as he would treat his own self. These are the symptoms of a learned person, as described by Chanakya Pandit. This should be the standard of education. Education doesn't mean having academic degrees only. One should execute what he has learned in his personal life. These learned characteristics were verily manifest in the life of King Pruthu. Although he was the king, he treated himself as a servant of the Lord's devotees. According to Vedic etiquette, if a devotee came to a king's palace, the king would immediately offer his own seat to him. The word Brahmavadinam is very significant. Brahmavadi refers to the devotees of the Lord. Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan are different terms for the Supreme Brahman, and the Supreme Brahman is Lord Krishna. This is accepted in Bhagavad Gita by Arjuna, Param Brahma, Param Dhama. Thus the word Brahmavadinam refers to the devotees of the Lord. The state should always serve the devotees of the Lord, and the ideal state should conduct itself according to the instructions of the devotee. Because King Pruthu followed this principle, he is highly praised. Matra bhakti parastresu patnyang ardhaivatmanah prajasu pitruvat snigdha kinkaro brahmavadinam. This is praise of King Pruthu by professional reciters. King Pruthu is an incarnation of the Lord. He is a Satyavesa avatar. King Pruthu is a Satyavesa avatar. Do you know Satyavesa avatar? You know. There are 7 famous Satyavesa avatars. Do you know that? Don't know? 7 famous Satyavesa avatars. Number 1, Vaikunthastha Sesa. Sesa in Vaikuntha. He is so 7 Shakti avatar. He is the incarnation of service attitude. Number 2 is Ananta in Patar. Is Bhudharana Shakti, who was carried this world on his head. Number 3 is Lord Brahma. Brahma is also a Gunavatar. Brahma is also Saktavesa avatar. Brahma is Srujani Shakti, Srishti Shakti avatar. His incarnation of creative energy. Number 4, Chatushanaha, 4 Kumaras. They are Gyan Shakti avatar. They are incarnations of the energy of knowledge. Number 5 is Narada, is Bhakti Shakti avatar. Narada is an incarnation of Bhakti Shakti, energy of devotional service. Number 6 is Pruthu. We are just reading about him. Pruthu Palan Shakti avatar. Palana Shakti, energy of maintenance of the citizens. Praja Palana Shakti. That's known as Praja Palana Shakti. You have to maintain the citizens, prajas, ideal. That's the incarnation. Prithu Maharaj. Number 7 is Parsuram. He is a Dusta Damana Shakti avatar, who subdued the dustas, the wicked, the rascals, badmasas. The 7, the most famous Satyavesa avatar. And here, the professional reciters praise about Prithu Maharaj. First says, Matru Bhakti Parastri Suho. The king will respect all women as if they were his own mother. This is the symptom of a learned person. Vidwan. Vidwan means learned person. Chanakya Pandit has his principles, ethical principles. Matruvat paradarisu, lostravat paradrabyesu, atmavat sarvabhutesu. That is, Chanakya Pandit has said, a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother. Is matruvat paradarisu, lostravat paradrabyesu. He looks on others' property as garbage in the street. Atmavat sarvabhutesu, and treats others as he would treat his own self. This is the symptom of a learned person as described by Chanakya Pandit. A Vidwan, a learned person. Who is a learned person? And what is Vidya? This question arises. Was on Vidya education? Our Guru Maharaj says, this should be the standard for education. Education doesn't mean having academic degrees only. One should execute what he has learned in his personal life. So, what is Vidya? What is education? One should know. And who is Vidwan? Who is really Vidwan? Do you follow me? Is there any difficulty in following me? You? Is all right? I will say many Sanskrit words, and I think you should understand it. Do you understand? Because you should learn those words, those things. This is in Sanskrit. So, what is Vidya? What is education? One should know. The education that is being imparted nowadays in schools, colleges and universities, it cannot be treated as education or Vidya. No. They say, the so-called people, they say it is Vidya, but it's not Vidya. It is Avidya. It is Avidya, Jada Vidya, material education. Is known as Jada Vidya or Avidya. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Jada Vidya jato mayar boibho tomar bhojoni badha. Moho janmaya anitya sansare jivaku karai gadha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, famous Vaishnava Acharya, in this line, in Parampara, Chaitanya Parampara, he says, he is a real Vidwan. Jada Vidya jato mayar boibho tomar bhojoni badha. Moho janmaya anitya sansare jivaku karai gadha. By getting this education, material education, you can see how the people are becoming gadha. Ass. Ass is an animal of very, very low consciousness. Ass only knows two things. He only knows two things. How to fill his belly how to enjoy sexual life, these two things. Therefore he toils very hard, day and night. Similarly, we find nowadays, by getting this education, the people are becoming like asses. Only two things. They cannot know what is the real purpose of the life. জড় বিদ্যা যত মায়ার বৈভব তোমার ভজনী বাধা. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, it's মায়ার বৈভব. It is manifestation of Maya Sakti, Maya. It creates hindrance in Krishna bhajan. জড় বিদ্যা যত মায়ার বৈভব তোমার ভজনে বাধা. মোহজন মায়া অনিত্য সংসারে জীবক করায় গাধা. It creates delusion or illusion, attachment towards this temporary material world. This is the result of this vidya, jada vidya, material education. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, real vidya, one should know. Those who have acquired real vidya, real education, they do Hari Bhajan. They do Krishna Bhajan. That means they are the devotees. Those who acquire this vidya, jad vidya, material education, they have forgotten Krishna, the Supreme Lord. They think this body, this self, is everything, and they have forgotten Krishna. They are always trying how to fulfill the needs of the body, like asses. And they are very puffed up, having these university degrees. They are not sober by nature, they have no humility. That is the result of this jada vidya, material education. But those who have acquired real vidya, real education, they are sober by nature. They are very humble. In Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find Keshav Kashmiri's Upakhyan. Keshav Kashmir was a great learned Pandit who has acquired jada vidya. So he was so puffed up, was traveling throughout the world and just calling, challenging the so-called Vidvanas to make Shastra Jukti with him, and he was defeating the so-called Vidvanas, Pandits of those days. He was a devotee. He had been favored by Saraswati Devi. Jada Saraswati. Those who want to be very, very expert in this Jada Vidya, they generally worship Saraswati to get her favor. So he had got the favor of Saraswati. He was very famous. All were very afraid when the Pandits, so-called Pandits, hear his name. All were afraid. Once he came to Nadia. There were many Pandits, learned scholars in Nadia at that time. So they were afraid, though he will defeat us. So they just planned, all right, send him to Nimai Pandit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was known, Nimai Pandit, in Nadia, in his Purvasrama. He was also a Pandit. But it is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who knows everything, with the real source of real Vidya. Because they thought Nimai Pandit was young, we are very old. If Nimai Pandit would be defeated, then we may say, oh, he is a child, young man, you defeat him. Then another chance may come to us. In this way, they planned and saying that case of Kashmir, Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit was sitting beside the Ganges Bhagirathi with his students. When case of Kashmir came, he gave him respect and said, you Pandit Mahasaya, all right, you please glorify Ganges, we'll listen to you. Then he uttered many verses extempore, because he had got the mercy of Saraswati Devi. All were astounded, hearing his recitations. But when he finished, Nimai Pandit, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just picked up a verse he recited and found out the defects in that verse. This is the first time. For the first time he was defeated. He had never been defeated. So he was struck wonder. How is it that he could recite the verse correctly? I had recited. Because he had recited extempore, he has never recited anything from any Shastra. He didn't know that Nimai Pandit is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. Is there anything impossible on the part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Nothing impossible. So, his pride is shattered. He was so puffed up, now his pride is shattered. Then Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit, says, O Pandit Mahasaya, you should know, সেই সে বিদ্যার ফল জানো নিশ্চয়, কৃষ্ণ পাদ পদ্মে যদি চিত্তবৃত্তি রয়. You must know this thing. He taught him a good lesson. O Pandit Mahasaya, you should know, সেই সে বিদ্যার ফল জানো নিশ্চয়, কৃষ্ণ পাদ পদ্মে যদি চিত্তবৃত্তি রয়. That is the result of education, real education. If Krishna Pada Padme Chittavriti, if your mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, then that is the real result of Vidya. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said, Sa Vidya Tanmatir Jaya Tatkarma Haritosang Sa Vidya Tanmatir Jaya. What is Vidya? Tatkarma Haritosang Sa Vidya Tanmatir Jaya. This is the result of Vidya, education, Tanmati. The person who has acquired this Vidya, his mind will be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, and he would act accordingly. Tat karma haritosang. He would act accordingly for the satisfaction of Lord Hari. He would never act for the satisfaction of his own body. That is Vidya, the result of Vidya. While Mahaprabhu met Ramananda Rai, he also asked Ramananda Rai, Vidya Madhya Kon Vidya Sar? Asked this question to Ramananda Rai. Ramananda Rai answered, Krishna Bhakti Vina Vidya Nahi Aar. So, Krishna Bhakti Vina Vidya Nahi Aar. विद्या मध्ये कोण विद्यासार, which is the best education. कृष्ण भक्ति बिना विद्या नहीं यार. कृष्ण भक्ति is the best of education. Ramananda Rai answered like that. So, this is real vidya. The one who is real vidwan, learned, his mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna and he is always engaged in devotional service for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is vidwan. So, a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother, looks on others' property as garbage in the street, and treats others as he would treat his own self. Yes? Automatically this will come out. One is a devotee, one has acquired real education, one knows Krishna, he sees Krishna everywhere. Prahlad Maharaj, a great devotee, he says, Ekanta bhaktir govinde jatat sarvatra tadikshyanam. Ekanta bhaktir govinde jatat sarvatra tadikshyanam. Who is a real devotee, Ekantika bhakto, a knowledge devotee, complete surrendered soul, pure devotee, he sees Lord everywhere. He saw the Lord on the pillar. Whereas his father Hiranyakashipu couldn't see. So when he sees the other women, matruvat paradharesu, he treats all women as his mother. He never see the woman Stri, Josit. The word Josit, Sanskrit word for woman is Josit. The very word signifies that if you just look at a woman, if your eye falls on a woman, immediately the sense of enjoyment comes up. Oh, she is an object of enjoyment. I'll enjoy her. The very word Josit signifies this thing. The Sanskrit word for woman is Josit. But a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother. But one who is a learned man will never develop such attitude. He knows. Those are not learned, they will develop such attitude. By seeing a woman, this attitude develops. An object of enjoyment. Even if one's own wife, one should know, she is not the object of enjoyment also. Because learned man never treats his wife as mother, that's a fact. But a learned man should treat those real learned, a devotee, should not treat his wife also as an object of enjoyment. Because Krishna is the only enjoyer. Angi sarva jagyanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. Krishna said this thing repeatedly. Ambhokta. Angi sarva jagyanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. So says, I am bhokta, I am the enjoyer. I am Prabhu, I am the master. Bhoktaram jagnatapasang sarvaloka maheswaram. Upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheswara. Repeated. You will find in Bhagavad Gita how Krishna said, I am bhokta, I am the enjoyer. So, Krishna is the enjoyer. Krishna is Kanto. Kanto means husband. And all others are Kanta. Do you know the word Kanto and Kanta? Huh? Don't know? Yeah. In Brahma Samhita, that is verse. Sriyo Kanto Kantaha. In Vrindavan, Krishna is only Kanto, one husband. All others are Kanta, his wife, objects of enjoyment. Huh? You are just chanting, Gopi Vasana Hara. So, Gopi Vasana Hara. He stole the garments of the gopis. Why? Those who don't know, they criticize. Oh, what is this? Yes, if Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead, he must put up something ideal. Huh? Supreme personality of Godhead must put up something ideal. Others may learn. How is it? That he stole his Gopi Vasana Hara. He stole the garments of the gopis. Is it an ideal thing? How is it? What is the purport? What's the tattva behind it? One should know. What's the purport? Thereby he showed how he is the only Kanto, only enjoyer. Nobody else is enjoyer. All others are Kanta. He showed thereby that he is the only Kanto, the only enjoyer, and Krishna has the right. Only Krishna has the right. Nobody else has this right to steal the garments of gopis. No. Nobody else has this right. Only Krishna has this right. He is Kanta. He is the enjoyer. He showed this thing. Therefore, Gopi Vasana Hara. The fools, the so-called learned scholars, they cannot understand. Why did Krishna put up an ideal thing? See? But when he came, the Lord Chaitanya, he was very strict. He was very strict. Even the women never come to him. They pay obeisances in a distance. You understand? Striyo, he said it, Striyo, the woman. In Bhagavatam, all the Vedic scripture, it is stated. Narkasya dvaro. If you will be attached to women, then your gate is open towards hell. Nanogni pramodanam ghrutakundha samapuman. Nanogni pramodanam ghrutakundha samapuman. Pramoda. Pramoda means woman. This is also Sanskrit word. You know? You must learn Sanskrit. Are you learning Sanskrit? You should learn Sanskrit. Then how can you enjoy these verses of Srimad Bhagavatam? You cannot. You should learn. It's not difficult. Mukam karoti vachalam pangulang bhaitagiri jat krupastam mande Sri Guru Dinatari. We have no qualification to learn, to know all these things. We are muka. We are dumb. But Sri Guru Dinatari is Guru Krupa. If you get Guru Krupa, then you can, this thing will be revealed to you. Vidyavadhu jivanam Shikshyastaka, first verse. Vidya Vadhu Jivanam, it also comes Vidya. The name is Vidya Vadhu Jivan. We chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This chanting, this holy name is also Vidya Vadhu Jivana. Mahaprabhu says. If you chant this holy name under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, Gaura Priyajana, who is very dear to Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, if you chant offenselessly, automatically this Vidya, this real education, Vedic education, it's a real education, just I was explaining you, will automatically develop. Vidya Vadhu Jivana. Mukam karoti bhata. We have no qualification. So you need not be desperate. Oh, we don't know Sanskrit. You need not be desperate. You chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra under the guidance of spiritual master. It will develop. You can understand this thing. This is the veil. Nanagni pramodanam ghrutakuma samapuman. Bhagavad says, Pramoda means woman is like a fire pot. You understand? It's a fire pot. And Puman, the man, is ghee pot. Nanagni pramodanam ghrutakuma samapuman. Woman is fire pot and man is ghee pot. If they unite, if they kept close, what would happen? Ghee pot, ghee will melt, isn't it? This is stated. Therefore, a learned man treats all women except his wife as his mother, but how he will treat his wife? This is my point. I am just going to tell you. One is a real learned man, who is a real devotee, he never treats his wife as the object of enjoyment. She is an object of enjoyment. No. Krishna is the only enjoyer, and she is there to give enjoyment to Krishna. She is Krishna Dasi. She is Krishna Dasi. Yeah. A learned man, a devotee, knows this thing. A devotee should not treat his wife as an object of enjoyment, as is the case with general people. That is like this. Upasthaje ho bahumanyamana. Prahlad Maharaj says. Upasthaje ho bahumanyamana. Oh, she has come. I have accepted a wife for my enjoyment. Upasthaje ho bahumanyamana. She will give enjoyment to upastha and jiva. To my genital, to the tongue. Upasthaje ho bahumanyamana. Generally, like that. But a devotee never treats like that. A devotee treats his wife as a servant, maid servant of Krishna. She is meant to give enjoyment to Krishna. She is Krishna Dasi. This is how a learned man treats, a devotee treats. So many things are there that can be said. Looks on others' property as garbage in the street. The learned man. Lostravat paradravyeshu. Everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to us. Amar bolite kichu na. You cannot say Can you say anything? Can you bring one thing that you can say that this is mine? Can you? Huh? Huh? Can you bring one thing that yes, this is mine? Can you say? No. আমার বলিতে কিছু না. There is nothing which I say mine. No. Everything belongs to Krishna. Everything Krishna's property. So learned man treats others' property as garbage. He never develops lustful eyes on others' property. Atmavat sarvabhutesu. He treats others as you treat his own self. Because he is a vidwan. Vidya vinaya sampanni brahmane gabihastini suni chaiva sopake cha pandita samadarshina. Gita says. You know this word? You don't know this word? I'm not reading Gita. Bhagavad Gita, you should read. Yes. Vidya vinaya sampanni brahmane gabihastini suni chaiva sopake cha pandita samadarshina. Pandita, who is real learned, he is samadarshi. He has equal vision. You understand? He has equal vision. A vinaya sampanna. He has developed humility. He is not puffed up. This is a symptom of a real vidwan. Vidya vinaya sampanni brahmani gopi hastini. He sees a brahmana, he sees a cow, he sees an elephant. Brahmani gopi hastini. Suni chaiva sopakecha. He sees a dog, he sees a chandal. But he sees everything equal. What is this vision? What sort of vision he has developed? One should think of. What sort of vision? Vidya vinaya sampanni brahmani gavi hastini suni chaiva sopakita pandita samadarshini. What is this? Generally we see the body. So they see something different. Oh, this is Brahmana, this is Chandal, this is elephant, this is dog. Like this. But real learned person, vidwan, he never sees the body. He sees the soul. He sees the soul. Vidya vinaya sampanni brahmani gavi hastini suni chaiva sopakita pandita samadarshina. Therefore, a pandit, a learned person is samadarshi. He has developed equal vision because he sees soul everywhere. I am a soul, he is a soul. Atmavat sarvabhutesu. Therefore, Chanakya Pandit says, Atmavat sarvabhutesu. He treats others as you treat his own self. Oh, he is a soul. He is a fragmental part of this super soul, Krishna. Mame vansa jiva loki, jiva bhuta sanatana. Jiva, the spirit soul, is eternally my part. The real learned man says, oh, his soul is eternal part of Krishna. It's Krishna's gospel. Of education. Because one who is king, who is a ruler or the chief of the state, he should know that he is the representative of the Supreme Lord. Naranang naradhipahang. Gita says, 10th chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Naranang naradhipahang. One who is naradhipo, naradhipo means king. He is the representative of the Supreme Lord. So, therefore he should teach people. The Lord teaches, a representative must teach. Otherwise, how the people can be taught? They cannot be taught. They are just framing. Nowadays there are democratic government, or there is some chief minister or prime minister like that, so many, and their parliament, and they are framing the principles of education, what sort of education will be imparted, like that. But they don't know what should be taught. They are thinking themselves as the representative of the people, Lok Pratinidhi. They don't think that they are the representative of the Lord. Naranang Naradhipahang, Krishna says. The Naradhipa king is my representative. So, as Krishna teaches in Bhagavad Gita, so they will teach. They will introduce such education in the state. The earth will be taught the science of devotional service. Yudhishthira Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Pruthu Maharaj, they have introduced such education. This is the thing. Therefore, it has been said here, this should be this should be the standard for education, and education doesn't mean having academic degrees only. One should execute what he has learned in his personal life. If the king or the ruler or chief of the state would not teach, how can the general people be taught? If they don't know what is the real vidya, what is the real education, what will they teach? Therefore, now there is chaotic condition about the world, because it's spreading this Jor Vidya, the material education, the real Vidya, Ved Vidya, Krishna Bhakti Vijnana Vidya will spread, then there will be peaceful society, peaceful world. And Pruthu Maharaj came, he knew all these things. So he introduced such education by his own personal behavior, action, he also taught. Therefore the professional reciters here, now they are praising. This is regarding Vidya. Then comes Matrabhakti parastrishu patnyardham ivatmanah prajasu pitruvat snigdha. Then that king treats all his praja, all his citizens as his own son. That affection must be there. Because Krishna has said, Sarvajoni sukonteya murtaya sambhavanti ja tasam brahma mahajjoni aham bija pradapita. All the species of life, whatever you say, I am this seed-giving father, this supreme father. Praja. Prajayate iti praja. Who is known as praja? Prajayate iti praja. One who has taken birth is a praja. Is not the fact only human beings are prajas and other animals are not prajas? Then, can you follow me? Yes, all the living entities. Prajayate iti praja. One was taken birth is a praja. So, all the living entities are prajas. And Krishna says, Sarvajoni sukonteya murtaya sambhavanti ja Tasam Brahma Mahajjoni Aham Bija Pradapita. O Kaunteya, O the son of Kunti, I am the seed-giving father. All the species of life and see. So, he is Supreme Father. So he has natural affection for all living entities. Similarly, one who is a king, Naranang Naradhipang, who is Naradhipo, one who is a king, is the representative of the Lord, he should treat like that. Yes. These are all the Prajasu Pitruvat Snigdha. He thinks himself as their father and all the Praja citizens as his son. The natural affection is there. That should be the standard. This says, then comes Kinkaro Brahmavadina. Kinkaro Brahmavadina. Prithu Maharaj treat himself as the most obedient servant of the devotees who always praise the glories of the Lord. Kinkaro Brahmavadina. I am Kinkara. I am obedient servant of the devotee. Yeah? He thinks himself like that. This is most important thing. It's Brahmavadi. My Guru Maharaj has said this thing. This word Brahmavadinam is very significant in this verse. Who is known as Brahmavadi, who knows Brahman, is Brahmavadi. Brahma sabde Ishvara kohe. Chaitanya Charitamrita says. Brahma sabde Ishvara kohe. Ishvara means Supreme Lord. One who knows Supreme Lord is Brahmavadi. One who knows Krishna is Brahmavadi. Krishna is Param Brahma. Also, the effulgent ray of his body is also Brahmatara Angukanti. That's another thing. But here Brahmavadinam means one who knows the Supreme Lord is Brahmavadi. Brahma sabde Ishvara kahe. It's one knows Ishvara, Supreme Lord. He is Brahmavadi. He is the devotee of the Lord. Dear devotee of the Lord. He is Brahmavadi. And the king treats himself as the most obedient servant of those devotees. King is ruling the kingdom. He is Dandodharo. Aham Dandodharo. You see. He rules. If someone breaks the law, he will give punishment. He gives punishment. Dando. Dando means punishment. But Kinkara Brahmavadina. This is most significant. But the king treats himself as the obedient servant of the devotees. He never rules the devotees, Vaishnavas. His role is those who are not Vaishnavas, not the devotees, inflict punishment. But this principle is not applicable for the devotees. In the case of the devotees, the king treats him as their obedient servant. My Guru Maharaj said this is Vedic etiquette. If a devotee comes to king's palace, the king would immediately offer his own seat to him. Because he is a servant. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, who says, Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. He says, nobody is superior to me. Krishna says, he is the Supreme Lord. He is Parameswara. All are his servants. Haristveka tattvam vidhishiva suresa pranamitam. Lord Hari is Paramatattva. Vidhi Shiva Suresa. Vidhi, Lord Brahma. Shiva, Lord Shiva. And Lord Indra, the king of heaven. Vidhi Shiva Suresa. They are subordinate. But Krishna says, Aham bhakto paradhina aswatantra iva dija sadhuvir grasta hrudayo bhaktir bhakta jana priya. 9th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. Aham bhakto paradhina. You see, the Supreme Lord himself says, but I am subordinate to my dear devotee. Nobody is his subordinate. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. There is nobody superior to me. But it says, am bhakto paradhina. I am subordinate to my devotee. He serves his devotee. You understand? Krishna gives superior position. Gives his devotee superior position to that of his. Do you understand? That is the most important thing. And Sudama Vipra went to Dwarka. Krishna Supreme Lord Dwarkadhish. Sudama Vipra, very poor Brahmin, but a very dear devotee. What did Krishna do? Krishna for his own seat, washed his seat. You see? Am bhakto paradhina swatantra ivadija sadhuri rasta hudayar bhakti bhakta jana priya. He says, this is Vasamuni. Oh, these are Brahman, you should know. Am bhakta paradhina. I am subordinate to my devotee. I am no swatantriya. I am no superiority. You see? Sadhu vigrasta hudayar bhaktir bhakta jana priya. That sadhu, that devotee has occupied my heart. Sadhu vigrasta hudayar bhaktir bhakta jana priya. Sadhava hudaya mayham sadhunam hudaya tu aham madanya tena jananti nam tebhyo managapi. Come in nice verse. Sadhava hudaya mayham sadhunam hudaya tu aham. O Brahman, that sadhu is my heart. Sadhava hrudaya mayam sadhunam hrudayatu aham. I am the heart of the sadhu. Sadhu is my heart. I am the heart of the sadhu. You see? Madanya tena jananti nahum tebhyo managapi. They don't know anything but me, except me. Madannatena jananti nahum tebhyo managapi. I don't know anything except mine, dear devotees. This is the statement of the Supreme Lord. So Krishna himself gives the superior position to a devotee. So what to speak of the king, who is a representative of the Supreme Lord? Therefore, kinkaro brahmavadinam. Therefore, he thinks most obedient servant of the devotees. They are fools. those who want to be equal with the Lord, to be one with God, they are fools. You see? Krishna samya hoite hoy bhakta pada bada. Chaitanya Charitamrita says. Do you know this? Huh? Do you know? You read Chaitanya Charitamrita? Huh? Krishna samya hoite hoy bhakta pada bada. To be equal with Krishna is not as great as bhakta. Bhakta pada bada. The position of the bhakta is greater. You see. That is the statement. Therefore Prithu Maharaj says, this is the quality of Prithu Maharaj. Kinkaro Brahmavadina. I am the servant of the devotees who always praise the glories of Lord. One should be like that. So, the state should always serve the devotees of the Lord, and the ideal state should conduct itself according to the instruction of the devotee, because King Prithu followed the principle is highly praised. This is the ideal state, this ideal kingdom, ideal king. This is the standard of education. Also take lessons from Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishne Swadhama Pagati Dharma Jnana Divi Saha Kalau Nasta Drusang Esa Puranar Kodhunoditaha. First canto, Srimad Bhagavatam says this thing. Krishne Swadhama Pagati Dharma Jnana Divi Saha Kalau Nasta Drusang Esa Puranar Kodhunoditaha. Prior to this age of Kali, there was Dwapar Yug. Is a Dwapar. In that Dwapar Yug, Krishna himself had come to this material world. But when he wound up with Leela and went to his Swadham, he took everything. Dharma Jnana Divi Saha. Krishna Swadhama Pagati Dharma Jnana Divi Saha. He took everything with him, dharma and jnana, knowledge. Then, after Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga comes. Kalau nastadru sangesa puranar kodhunodita. Then question is put. It's 6 questions are put in Naimisaranya. Suta Goswami. The Suta Goswami answers this thing. Kalau nastadru sangesa puranar kodhunodita. In the age of Kali, the people are like blind because they have no jnana. Jnana chakyu. Or jnana ondhokar. Or jnana is treated as ondhokar, darkness. Jnana is treated as light. Jnana chakyu. They have no jnana chakyu. Kalau nastadusam, they have lost this eye. Jnana chakyu. So, for they, what is there? So, for the people of Kali, how can they get jnana? Then Suta Goswami says, Kalau nastadu sangesa puranar kodhunodito. Now this Purana or means sun. Bhagavata Mahapurana. It is as brilliant as the sun, effulgent sun. You should take lesson from this Bhagavata Mahapurana. All should take lesson. And this should spread throughout the world. This should be standard of education. Those who are devotees, they travel throughout the world and preach this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavata Mahapurana. That real education is imparted. They should take lessons, otherwise you are a blind man. This is the thing. Therefore, Puthi Charitra is here. And this is the ideal state, ideal king. And standard of education, that is stated. Thank you very much. Yes. That Jiva Tattva. Yes. Saktyavesh Avatar are Jiva Tattva, yes. That's the life.